Okay, we're going to start with a little movement prep for the foot and ankle. And to do this, you're just going to take your thumb and gently massage the arch. Also, what you want to do is stretch those tendons on the toes, on the top of the foot. You can do that by pointing and flexing the foot. And follow that up with some ankle rotations. That's always good to help you to nourish the joints, get some fluid flowing into those joints so that you are prepared to do the work. Try to start your movement prep with this foot massage because your feet really do take a lot of pounding. And this sets the table for almost every other exercise that you'll do in your training program. Okay, next we're going to foam roll the calves, and I'm using a rumble roller right there. That's one of the tools that I like, but be sure that you're using a roller to your liking and the density that you can tolerate. Some of you may enjoy a softer roller, and some of you may like PVC pipe. The most important thing is that you're getting the response that you're looking for. What I'm doing there is probing both the back and both sides of the calf so that I can find the tender point, and then I'll go back and put the pressure on the most tender point that I find, avoiding the Achilles tendon and the back of the knee. And I'll hold that for 30 to 60 seconds. And then to do what's called a pin and stretch technique, I'll hold that pressure and do some ankle rotations, 10 to 20 in each direction. Be sure that you do this on both legs and don't be concerned if uh, things feel different from side to side. That's okay. Just roll out the things that you find and move on to the next part of your prep. Hey, let's move into the calf stretch. And what we're going to do there is start with the feet together, and you see there's a slight turnout of my feet. I'm going to step forward with the non-stretching leg. I'm going to make sure that I'm standing tall, and I'm going to brace my ab muscles and my glutes and make sure that that back leg is straight. And then I'm going to flex the ankle and hold that stretch for 30 seconds to a minute, and do as many sets as necessary for you to get that response, or if you want to feel that muscle release. The next thing we're going to do is a dynamic stretch for the calf, or stretching by motion. I'm going to get into the same stretching position as the hold and stretch, and you can see there doing a few rotations, just taking that calf, holding that position as my body does different motions. You can do this for 1 to 2 sets, 10 repetitions. Moving on, we're actually going to do a hold and stretch for those toes on the top of the foot. And this is important because due to some challenges we have in the feet, we tend to curl the toes up. So this is a good drill to help stretch those muscles. Like our other stretches, we're going to do 1 to 2 sets, holding the end range stretch for 30 to 60 seconds. The This next movement is going to target those intrinsic foot muscles. And to do this, you're going to put your pressure on one foot and really flatten the toes out, straighten them. You can widen them a little bit as much as you can, and then ball your foot up. You can see there in the video I'm using those muscles to create an arch. And you can perform this for your desired number of repetitions for 1 to 2 sets. Balance exercises are very important because now, after all of the warm up and the stretching, we're going to teach those muscles how to stabilize our body with all of our weight on top of one foot. And like the other exercises, I want my toes to point straight ahead, and I don't necessarily want to curl those toes, but I want those toes to be straight as well. In this variation, I'm doing a balance and reach, and making sure that I maintain balance on that stance foot through the entire time. As with all of our other balance exercises, I don't want to merely survive, but if I feel like I'm going to fall over, I'm just going to go ahead and reset. This next exercise is a single leg hinge. Now I'm adding a little extra joint movement on top of that to put a little more load in the system. And although this is slow, this is a more realistic movement. These are things that we do on a daily basis, whether we're running or participating in other sports. You can perform these balance exercises for 10 to 20 reps on each side. Finally, we're going to do some heel-toe walking. Start by keeping your body nice and straight, the abs and glutes braced, and you're going to walk on the toes. And follow that up by walking on the heels with the bottoms of your feet pointing slightly to the midline of the body. Do this for a couple of sets of 10 to 20 paces.